Hello, I'm Catherine Logan and I'm here at the GBTA broadcast studio today, and joining me is Bertrand Saillet, Managing Director of FCM Asia. Bertrand, welcome.
Thank you very much for having me here.
Oh no, so delighted.
Nice to be with you, Catherine, as always.
Oh, thank you.
And good to have you in Asia as well, in Singapore. Isn't
Do you know,
it amazing?
So exciting to be in Asia.
Yes.
A lot happening, particularly over the next 2 days.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the future looks promising for GBTA in this region, I believe. So
I know. I think it's to do with the quality of our board members, Bertrand.
Okay.
So Bertrand, you know, the industry's continuing to change, and you know, and that includes in its approach to corporate travel. So, you know, tell us, why should companies be partnering with a corporate travel management company?
I'm smiling because this is really the $1 million question, right? This is probably the question I've been asked in this industry for the past 10 years. And I think it's probably even more relevant now. And if there's one thing that was positive out of COVID, and there's not that many, is the fact that companies like ours could really show our value to our customers. So obviously, travel management companies are not here to issue tickets. I mean, this thing has gone a long time ago. This is about compliance and helping companies to reduce cost. This is about helping them to improve the employee experience. And, you know, I think we need to talk about that specifically. But now, I think more than ever, companies understand that a TMC can really help with the duty of care. And if you look at all what happened during COVID about where are your travelers, how can we help your travelers, how can we give you like information about, you know, what do you need to comply for, to travel, to even be able to go from one country to another. And that's all of the values that we've been bringing to companies. And I think that will continue for, you know, the foreseeable future, because there's still a lot of things happening around the world. And I think we have a lot of activities around that with our customers, obviously.
Yeah, no, Bertrand, I couldn't agree with you more. And certainly in Europe, particularly around the conflict with Ukraine, we saw that so much with travel management companies, you know, helping not only employees but entire families to get, you know, get to where they need to be.
We are here for our customers,
yeah.
And this is something that I think customers understand even more now, because they have some material, you know, understanding of what that means, which is, I think, you know, a good thing.
Yeah, no, so, you know, but obviously to do that, you've got to have a strong relationship with your travel management company, and, you know, that's key to a successful partnership. What is the importance of building a relationship, and how do you think that could best be achieved?
Oh, God, this is an amazing question, because I keep talking about that to our customers. This is about partnership and also a bit of empathy, because it's not a one-side thing. You know, if customer expect the TMC to just do things without any connection with what the company is trying to achieve, you will fail. So this is where, first of all, it's about selecting the right partner for you, because every company has their own culture, and probably you need to look for the right fit for you. It's a bit like a marriage, you know, you need to find the right fit. But even when you find the right fit, it doesn't mean that a marriage is a, you know, long, happy, whatever story. You know, sometimes you have ups, sometimes you have downs, but you need to manage those. And by having a very strong relationship, honesty, sharing problems, working together on improvement and plans, you usually, you know, get through and you know, go a long way. So partnership is the key word to me, and it has to be a mutual engagement on both sides to make it work.
Yeah, so basically a foundation of trust and great communication and a shared investment in the success of the relationship.
And honesty, to
honesty,
your point, because trust can only be achieved if there is honesty on both sides. So it's essential for the relationship, 100%.
Absolutely, absolutely. And, you know, so I think we hear so much about the war for talent, and about, you know, the challenge of retaining employees, you know, there being a high turnover. And so we think the employee experience is, you know, should be an important aspect of using a travel management company, but that might always be achieved. How does a TMC like FCM improve the customer experience?
Yeah, so, and I think this is sometimes a bit of the disconnect between what a travel manager or a travel buyer would want to achieve from its program, which is usually more cost focused, and I did talk about other things that obviously we deliver. But sometimes we forget a bit about the traveler experience and what does that mean and how can we bring solutions to make their life much easier, particularly when they are on the go, when they need information at the right time, being at the airport, being the day before about the weather and things like that. And this is the technological part. And I do believe that now, to be successful in our world, we need to bring a technology that really enables the experience. So yes, we have a lot of people in our industry, we know that for a fact, and when we didn't have them, we realized they were important. But technology is definitely what brings and that uplifts the experience altogether. And what I think is essential is that we understand better how companies want the experience to be reflected to their traveling population so that we can match solutions and help them improve their internal processes somehow. And what I'm trying to say here is like focus on cost is important and will remain, but we should probably have more conversations about what does it mean for a traveler to actually go through its travel with the support of its TMC and the technology that goes with it.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's that thing of eliminating the stress by serving the information whenever it's needed.
User experience.
Yeah, and people are expecting like a leisure experience in the business travel environment, really, aren't they, these days?
They are. And we keep talking about the savvy ones which travel all the time, the road warriors which might, know how to get through an airport and something like that. But there's also a lot of people which actually travel once a year, sometimes once every few years, and it generates stress, especially because they are on their own. Like when you travel on leisure, you go with your family most of the time, you go on a holiday, which is usually not the most stressful moment in your life, So it's a bit of a different thing. When you go on a business trip, you know that you are going to meet people on the other side, you're already stressed by that, and it's about making the journey as easy as it can be, basically.
Yeah, you're on a deadline.
Yes.
No question.
And, going through immigration, going through, all of those things, which are particularly in Asia Pacific quite essential because it's a very small thing that can make you miss a flight,
But so much easier with the TMC.
I would think so.
Okay.
The right one.
The right one. Okay. Well, Bertrand, thank you so much for your time. I'm so glad to have had you in the GBTA broadcast studio. Thank you for joining us.